to be the first and last to enter and leave this house on any sitting day. We pay you allowances for being chairs of committees. We cannot have a situation where a matter is on the order paper, you know it is coming on because the order paper is circulated way in advance, 24 hours to be exact, and when the matter is called, the chair is nowhere, the vice chairs are nowhere, and we end up in a situation where the honorable member for Kilifi rescues the House by simply saying, I beg to reply, without probably knowing what she's replying to. This is not right. Majority Leader, I think you better caution your chairman from both sides of the House that those who are not ready to continue chairing committees, you know what to do. Thank you. Honorable members, walking, take the nearest seat. Want to and now put the question that this House adopts the report of the Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements for the National Government Constituencies Development Fund for 12 constituencies in Kakamega County for financial years 2013-2014, 2014-2015, and 2015-2016, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 27 July 2023. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 13, motion. 1970 UNESCO Convention on the Means of Prohibiting and Preventing the Illicit Import, Export, and Transfer of Ownership of Cultural Property.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture. Who is the deputy? I saw the chairman of this committee walk in. Honorable Ichungwa. Yet again.
What Honorable Speaker, I was made to understand that Honorable Naomi Wako was to move on behalf of the chairman and seconded by the Honorable Karoli, who are both members of the committee.
Honorable Naomi Wako, go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Speaker, sir. Motion 1970 UNESCO Convention on the Means of Prohibiting and Preventing the Illicit Import, Export, and Transfer of Ownership of Cultural Property. That this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture
Go ahead.
Let me repeat, Mr. Speaker, sir. I beg to move that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture on its consideration of the 1970 UNESCO Convention on the means of prohibiting and preventing the illicit import, export, transfer of ownership of cultural property laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 12th October 2023, and pursuant to the provision of Section 8(4) of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act 2012, approves that the ratification of the 1970 UNESCO Convention on the Means of Prohibiting and Preventing the Illicit Import, Export, and Transfer of Ownership of Cultural Property. Mr. Speaker, I request Honorable Karuri to second. Thank you.
Honorable Naomi Wako, you have not moved any motion. You've just read it. What is the motion about? You are moving a motion. That's why, Majority Leader, it is important that you rein in your chairman. The fault is not Naomi Wako. They're not even answering my call. In my many, many years in this house and the other house, I've never heard of a motion being moved like that. Honorable Naomi Wako, you may have to rescind what you have just done, and I'll stay the matter, and we go to the next order. Go to order number 14. Delete what Honorable Naomi Wako has said from the Hansard.
Order number 14, motion.
Before that, Honorable Dan Wanyama. Honorable Wanyama, as the chair of the Committee on Sports and Culture, we've called an order to which you are supposed to move a motion. You are nowhere, and now we have stayed the matter to move to the next order. Will you apologize to the House for that inconvenience?
Honorable Speaker, I apologize, but I just taken some. I was here before. They just went to attend to a very urgent issue, and then that's when I walked in. I'm sorry.
And in future, honorable members, not just for Honorable Dan Wanyama, if your matter is in the order paper and you want to step out, assign your vice chair with the notes to move the motion on your behalf, then you can come back and contribute. But you know, when you walk out without any instructions to anybody, poor Naomi Wako is trying to rescue the House with no instructions, with no facts. It is not right for the House. Let's do things better, Majority Leader. Yes.
Honorable Speaker, thank you. And you know, this is a matter, Honorable Speaker, that we even canvassed in the House Business Committee.
Yes.
And even this morning in our parliamentary group meeting, it was an agenda, part of the agenda in our parliamentary group meeting, on the commitment of our chairs and our vice chairs. Because, Honorable Speaker, as you say rightly, if the chair is not there, there is no reason why the vice chair would not be here. And to say the least, Honorable Speaker, we are all very frustrated as a House with the performance of our chairs. And I just want to put it on record, Honorable Speaker, that we have now done the full cycle of 1 year, 1 calendar year, as chairs and vice chairs of the House. Members at liberty, without interference from the office of the Majority Leader or that of the Whip, to put in place chairs and vice chairs who will work and be available in the House, Honorable Speaker, because that is the only way we will have chairs and vice chairs who are committed to their work. Because, Honorable Speaker, as you say, chairs are earning a responsibility allowance. The vice chairs are also earning a responsibility allowance as vice chairs. When they chair committees, they earn more than any other member of that committee, Honorable Speaker. And it is very extremely unfair to the House and to the country to be earning money that you are not working for. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I just want to advise, especially those of our members in Kenya Kwanza, if you have a chair of a committee who is inept, do what you have to do to give us an efficient and effective chair who will help us to transact business in the House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, honorable members. I don't want to open debate on that. The Majority Leader has spoken for you. Order, Wanjikumuya. I do not want to open debate on that, but I want to sound a general caution to all of you. Order, honorable member for Thika Town. We are talking about chairpersons and chairmen who are not performing. And we want to send a general warning like the Majority Leader has done. don't please hold the business of the House because you are either unwilling, reluctant, or unable to discharge your responsibility. Thank you. Call order number 14.
Order number 14, motion, inspection of various one-stop border posts in the northern corridor in the East African community.
Honorable Wanjiku Muya, is that yours? Chairperson, Select Committee on Regional Integration. Who is the chair? Order number 14. Give me 1 minute. Order number 14, Honorable Wanjiku Muya.
Honorable Speaker, in fact, I was trying to catch your eye on the same motion.
Yes.
And I wanted to request you that for those chairs who are always in the House and the business is always at the back like this report, which was tabled back in July, and every other day myself or the Vice Chair is in the House, you be considering such reports, they be brought forward so that those chairs who are in the House can have their business transacted.
Now that it's brought forward, go ahead and transact.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And as I've indicated, I've been waiting for this report since July. I will move it, though I do not have any notes because, again, I did not expect to have it. Honorable Speaker, it is always there on the paper, but it is never reached. Honorable Speaker, my committee did plan to visit the northern and central corridor.
Say, I beg to move and read as it is. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and read.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that this House adopts the report of Regional Integration Committee on inspection of various one-stop border posts in the northern corridor in East African community. As laid on the table on July 5th, 2023. Honorable Speaker, my committee decided to visit the northern corridor to see what hinders trade within East Africa and precisely in Kenya, the corridor that is attached to us. And the committee visited the several border posts, the several stores from Mombasa to Busia, and the following findings were put on the report. One, there was a note, the committee noted that we have 27 roadblocks from Mombasa to Busia, which are hindering trade. And Honorable Speaker, the committee went ahead, invited the Minister of Interior, and agreed that starting this November, these roadblocks will be
laid on the table of this House on Wednesday, 5th July 2023. Members who want to speak to this, yes, Leader of Majority, and any members who want to speak to this, kindly press the intervention button.